Hello and welcome. Today we are going to set up a travel palette. Personally, I like to set up my watercolor palette with the same brand of watercolors, like this one, which is kind of big. If you compare it to this one. And this contains mostly Daniel Smith watercolors, except for this one, which is a Da Vinci watercolor, and I don't have enough Da Vinci watercolors to set up a whole palette. All my watercolor palettes are a mess. I was debating between these setups. This one can fit up to 6 half pans or 3 full pans. Look how adorable this one is. This square tin can fit up to 11 half pans. And this Winsor & Newton watercolor palette can fit up to 6 half pans. I really consider this one, but the half pan that can fit inside of these squares has to be a specific one. Like this one wouldn't fit. So this was not an option. And this one, the old reliable, the 12 half pan, 6 full pan watercolor palette, I managed to fit in, 20? I'm missing one and I never filled that spot. It's kind of hurting me, like you having an empty spot. But I have decided to use this setup so that I can bring 21 colors with me, which is probably a little bit overboard. Like the extreme version, the 6 colors or 21. I went with 21. Because I have a goal in mind. I have a pouch that can fit this watercolor palette and a lot of other stuff, so I'm trying this palette. The only issue that I run into, it's the same as the 12 watercolor setup. Oh, I also wanted to have enough mixing space. These two don't offer that, or you have to paint the lids white. Or you can use UPO paper. That's also an option. I want to try that out with this one. Maybe like a minimal sketch watercolor pouch, which is like a cute idea. So we're gonna try to fill this watercolor palette up with 21 colors. I bought some new half pans, which is this size, and the smaller one I ordered from Jackson's, but since they are in the UK and I only wanted half pans, I'm not going to order half pans just to fill a watercolor palette. So if I have pans that are filled up with these half pans from Jackson, I'm going to try to use them, and especially the middle row, which can fit those half pans. I'm gonna try and manage to all be the size that you see right here. So I'm gonna clean this palette out, and by the way, these are Holbein watercolors, and move them to a different watercolor palette. So let's start. So here are all of the watercolors that I want to use. As you can see, it's a mixture of different brands: Daniel Smith, Schmincke, Winsor & Newton, and even a tube of Da Vinci. I wanted to go for brands where the colors don't stay wet all the time or are honey based, like Sennelier. So that's how I came up with these colors and brands. So now we have to swatch these colors because I want to see how they all look together. So now it's time to swatch all of these colors. I'm quite excited to see how it all looks together. So here are the watercolors from the travel palette all swatched out. It has enough stable colors and colors that I want to try out. A bit more like small, the cerulean blue. I don't tend to use the aqua green. Also I don't tend to use the buff titanium. But I also have a few of the staple colors like the Couthite, French ultramarine, the quinacridone burnt orange. And I'm quite enjoying the Paris pink lately. especially to mix with the earth tones. It creates beautiful granulating earthy colors. Like look at Tundra Orange. Or is it called Tundra Orange? Yes, like look at the Tundra Orange. It's a mixture of the Potter's Pink with an earthy tone color, which creates a beautiful earthy tone. So I want to experiment a bit more with that. Perylene green is always nice. So here it is. Let me know down below what watercolors you would pick for a travel watercolor palette. And in the next video, we're gonna, let me zoom out. In the next video, we're gonna fill up this travel pouch. And this one, of course, fits in very easily. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.